The rise of the machines, a new industrial revolution. We live in a world obsessed with innovation. We love new gadgets, faster internet, and self-driving cars. Technology promises to make our lives easier and more efficient, but there's a cost. This progress often comes at the expense of human jobs. Automation, driven by artificial intelligence and robotics, is rapidly changing the landscape of work. From factories to fast food, machines are replacing human workers at an alarming rate. This isn't some dystopian sci-fi movie, this is real life, and it's happening right now. This new industrial revolution is here, and it's time to ask some tough questions. What happens to the workers who are displaced? What happens to their families and communities? The truth is, the benefits of automation are not trickling down to everyone. While tech giants and corporations reap massive profits, working people are left behind. We're seeing a growing divide between the haves and the have-nots, and it's widening every day. It's time to talk about the human cost of progress. We need to find a way to harness the power of technology without sacrificing the well-being of our workforce. The future of work depends on it. Automation anxiety when good jobs go extinct. For generations, a good-paying union job was a ticket to the middle class. These jobs provided security, stability, and a chance to build a better life. But automation is changing that. Manufacturing jobs, once a cornerstone of the American economy, are disappearing as robots take over assembly lines. It's not just factory workers feeling the pressure. Truck drivers, warehouse workers, even journalists and accountants are seeing their jobs threatened by automation. The skills gap is widening, and many workers are finding themselves left behind without the training or education to adapt to these new technologies. The rise of the gig economy, while offering some flexibility, often lacks the benefits and protections that come with traditional employment. This leaves workers vulnerable and without a safety net. The erosion of good-paying jobs has a ripple effect throughout the entire economy. The ILA strike, a line in the sand. Right now, members of the International Longshoremen's Association, ILA, are on strike. They're fighting for their livelihoods against automation. Shipping companies want to replace them with automated cranes and driverless vehicles. It's about the dignity of work and protecting good-paying union jobs. The ILA has a long history of fighting for workers' rights. The ILA strike is a wake-up call. The domino effect. From Main Street to your street, the impact of automation extends far beyond the individual worker. When good-paying jobs disappear, entire communities feel the pain. Local businesses suffer as people have less money to spend. Property values decline, tax revenues shrink, and schools and public services struggle to stay afloat. The social fabric of these communities begins to fray. The sense of purpose and identity that comes with a good job is lost. People lose hope. Crime rates can rise, and social unrest can follow. This isn't just an economic issue, it's a social and moral crisis. We've seen this story play out time and time again in towns and cities across America. Once thriving manufacturing hubs hollowed out, leaving behind economic despair and social unrest. We cannot allow this to happen again. We must recognize that investing in workers is investing in our communities. The shrinking Middle class, a warning sign. The decline of good-paying jobs and the rise of automation are shrinking the middle class. As wages stagnate and living costs rise, families struggle to make ends meet. The American dream is becoming increasingly elusive. This trend has dire consequences for our economy. A strong middle class drives economic growth. When people have money to spend, businesses thrive. But when the middle class shrinks, so does consumer spending. The decline of the middle class is not inevitable. It results from policies favoring the wealthy over working families. We can and must do better. We need policies that promote job creation and raise wages. Bridging the gap, technology with a heart. Let's be clear, this isn't about stopping progress. Technology is here to stay, and it has the potential to improve our lives in countless ways. But we need to find a way to harness its power responsibly and equitably. We need a human-centered approach to automation. This means investing in education and retraining programs to help workers adapt to the changing demands of the job market. We need to equip people with the skills they need to thrive in a future driven by technology. This includes everything from coding and software development to critical thinking and problem-solving skills. We also need to explore new economic models that account for the changing nature of work. And this could include things like a universal basic income, a shorter work week, or expanded access to healthcare and education. And we need to be bold and innovative in our thinking if we want to create an economy that works for everyone. Fighting for the future, your voice, your power. The fight for good-paying jobs and a fair economy is a fight for the soul of our nation. It's a fight that requires all of us to raise our voices and demand better. We need to hold our elected officials accountable for creating policies that prioritize the needs of working families. Support organizations that are fighting for workers' rights. Vote for candidates who support policies like raising the minimum wage, expanding access to affordable health care, and investing in education and job training. Get involved in your community and make your voice heard. The future is not predetermined. We have the power to shape it. By coming together and demanding change, we can create an economy that works for everyone, not just the wealthy and powerful. The time for action is now. The future depends on it. I'm Cranedaddy. Thank you for listening, and please don't forget to like and follow our channel. And please leave your comments below to tell me your thoughts. Until next time, this is Pace of the Waterfront.